I would not do so. Rationing should not be an option. And you mentioned the reservoirs are low. They were overflowing just a few years ago. So if we had political leaders who were exercising any semblance of political leadership, we would have figured this out a long time ago. Maybe we should find a way to save the water in the wet years so that we can use it in the dry years. What I've proposed is a constitutional amendment that will say that from this point forward, a fixed amount of our state budget is going to go towards projects to increase our water supply, towards dams, towards reservoirs, towards conveyance, to reuse, towards desalination, until we add 5 million acre feet to our annual water supply. And by the way, there'd be protections from litigation as well, and it would make sure the funding is actually used for that purpose. You know, we haven't significantly expanded our water capacity here in California since the State Water Project. We have more than enough water that comes to us by the grace of God. We just need to manage it responsibly, you know, and scarcity and rationing and cutbacks are political choices. And if we make different choices, then we'll end this era of shorter showers and fallow fields in California.
Those are long-term ideas. What do you do for the next 6 months till the rain is back?
Well, I'd point you to, for example, a letter that a Democrat in the Assembly, Adam Gray, wrote to the Water Board, telling them not to impose these cutbacks on farmers and pointing to other solutions, like a lot of the environmental regulations that cause us to divert water from productive use.
All right, John Cox.
Yeah, this is another one of the management problems that the politicians and the celebrities and the insiders who have run this state for too long have caused. I mean, this is a management issue. This is not a political issue. If you need water, which we do, we need water to live, we need water to farm, we need water for every use, you make sure that you have the water available. You don't just sit and blame climate change and not do anything about it. I'm a businessman, I'm going to solve the problem. And of course, what that means is that we have to do things like desalination, recycling programs, and reservoirs. And I agree, right now we are in a problem because of a lack of management skill, and the politicians are to blame for it. You know, we've passed 2 water bonds in the last 10 years, and they've yet to spend most of the money from those water bonds. This is, the voters have spoken. They've said we want water stored, and you know, another constitutional amendment isn't going to do the job. We need to get just better leadership.
Kevin Faulconer.
The only solution we get from Gavin Newsom every time we're in a drought is take a shorter shower. That's not going to cut it. We have to build more storage. We have to increase the supply in California. In fact, just last week I had the pleasure to be up in Maxwell, about an hour north, meeting with folks on the Sites Reservoir. We have to turn that into reality. We have the ability to do not only that, but Temperance Flat down further south in the valley. We have to increase our supply. And for a governor to just give lip service to that, but not actually take the steps and the emergency steps necessary to get these reservoirs going, I think is unconscionable. And it has to be an all-of-the-above approach. And I have a lot of experience with that is when I was mayor of San Diego. We moved forward on one of the biggest water recycling programs right now going on in the state of California. We have desalination in San Diego County. Strong proponent and supporter of that. And so instead of what we see from Gavin Newsom, every single year, take a shorter shower, cut back, we have to get smart, increase the supply. We know what needs to be done. I will have the experience and the political will to get it done.
But what do you do the day after you become governor when people don't have water? Because reservoirs take years to build. What do you do for those months in between?
I will move immediately on building reservoirs day one. Temperance Flat, and I told not only that, in Sites Reservoir as well. These have been on the books forever. We have funding in the water bonds, but we haven't had the political will to move forward. We have to start. I will start on my first day as governor.
Right. Kevin Paffrath, same question.
Thank you very much. Well, much of what we've heard here about solving our water crisis is the same old that we've heard. A lot of complaining, the same thing that we heard with our COVID plans. The folks on the stage with me did not have strong plans, and they each had to be asked follow-up questions for what their actual plans would be. We need emergency action when it comes to our water crisis. On day one, I will declare a state of emergency to begin the construction as soon as feasibly possible of a pipeline to the Mississippi River. We will build an interstate pipeline by coordinating with Joe Biden and the federal government. Now, this sounds outlandish, but we have a massive problem. Researchers and PhDs have come up with a solution. It would take just 14 power plants to pump water here. We can buy cheaper, cleaner water. There's enough federal land between here and there, with the exception of Texas, where we're going to rent land. And we're going to double the flow of water to the Mississippi River. We need strong ideas, and that's why I am polling better than all 3 candidates on the stage combined in August. Both polls in August, I poll better than all three combined by a 4 to 9% margin because my plans will work.
Have you explored cooperation with these other states to do something like that?
Absolutely. Here's the thing. We have spoken with a lot of folks about our plans, but what I want to be very clear about first is I stand for win-win negotiations. I recognize that we're not just going to take water, but we also do desal, conservation, wells. We're going to do everything. All hands on deck. But we need more water. We need to double the flow of water to the Colorado River. It would only take 4% of the water from the Mississippi.